Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is pushing back against calls for restraint from allies as his war cabinet considers its response to Iran's attack over the weekend. This comes as the European Union has agreed to expand its sanctions on Iranian producers of drones and missiles. Iran launched its attack on Saturday in response to a strike on its consulate in Syria earlier this month. Our Debora Patta has more.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has brushed off calls for restraint from Israel's allies as his war cabinet deliberates a response to Iran. They've all kinds of advice, he said, but I want to make it clear we will make our own decisions. There is global concern this could spiral into a regional war and open a new front for Israel still fighting in Gaza after more than 6 months. Every day there are regular airstrikes. This one killing 4 people after a UN school sheltering displaced Palestinians in the north was hit. I can't find my daughter, cries this distraught woman. Everyone here has already lost so much. And now Gaza is hurtling towards famine.
And it's urgent.
It is urgent, absolutely.
There has been an improvement with the number of trucks bringing humanitarian aid into Gaza, but the problem is distribution. That, says Israel, is the UN's responsibility. But the UN's head of aid distribution told us Israel systematically impedes delivery within Gaza by delaying access at checkpoints. Unless things change, the UN warns famine will consume Gaza by next month.
It's hurting because it's man-made and totally preventable.
Debora Patta, Jerusalem.
Well, for more on the conflict in the Middle East, I want to bring in James Landale. He is with our partners at the BBC. And James, you're in Jerusalem this morning. So let's start with this possible counterstrike from Israel. What do we know about Israel's possible response? And, you know, Passover is really just days away. So could that impact whatever Israel's decision making?
Look, the genuine truth is that nobody really knows what the Israeli war cabinet is going to decide. They've clearly made a decision they will strike back against Iran as a result of that attack. There have been some debate about going quickly. There's also some debate, we understand, about leaving it a while, just letting everything settle, and that could involve waiting until Passover is over. The crucial question, of course, is then what does Israel do? And what its allies have been saying is don't make it a state-on-state retaliation because the risk is escalation. In other words, do not attack directly Iranian soil. Attack one of the militias, one of its allies. But that is, at the moment, seems to be falling on deaf ears. A lot of voices here in Jerusalem are saying that it has to match what happened at the weekend. There has to be a strike back to Iranian soil.
As you know, despite, quite a number of visits from U.S. cabinet members, the Secretary of State, the Secretary of Defense, all to the region, it's really Qatar that has been kind of in the middle of many successful negotiations between Israel and Hamas. But now Qatar says that it's reevaluating its role as a mediator. What does that mean? What could that result in?
Look, the Qataris are in a very sensitive position because they are effectively playing host to senior Hamas leaders who are based there. And that meant that they have in the past and fairly recently faced criticism, particularly in the US, from some US politicians who have accused Qatar of not putting enough pressure on Hamas to do a deal to agree a ceasefire. And I think the Qataris are now have had enough of that pressure, and they are pushing back, particularly against the Americans, saying, look, if you don't want us to do this mediation thing, then we could reassess our role. The Prime Minister's made that very clear. So I think this is a bit of the Qatari pushback against that domestic internal criticism within the United States.
Very interesting. James Landale, thank you so much.